This is gonna sound weird, but I haven't figured it out totally yet. But I do have a bit of a complex about my lack of empathy or sympathy, you know. Like sometimes close ones and people will tell me about, the things they're going through and like the emotional turmoil that they're in and stuff, and I'm not the person for that. Like, you know, I believe we are all capable of deciding who we want to be and determining our own path in life, right? So when people give up that agency, give up that capacity in themselves, like I don't relate to it. And I'm always like, I don't like talking about problems. You know what I mean? I don't like wallowing in problems. I'm not somebody that reaches out to people if I'm going through some things. Like I'll always figure it out, figure it out myself. And that also has to do with like growing up with a single mother where you don't want to put pressure on her and you want to figure it out yourself. But I'll be real with you, fam. Like I struggle with that. Like I'm always, because I find people want to talk about their problems and they want to stay there, and I can't do that. I'm always like, okay, what are we gonna do? How you want to fix it? Hey, look at the best outcome. Look at the best possibility. And I think that sometimes comes across as me not having empathy or sympathy, but it's just that I fucking believe you can do anything, bro, and I'm here for that conversation. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is that wrong? I'm kind of self-conscious about it because people put a big emphasis on like empathy, and it's like one of the best qualities of a person. And I'm just like, yo, fam, let's kill this shit. What are we talking about these things for? Let's focus on the wins. Let's focus on solutions. What can we do to change? Is that wrong? This is a strange one, but it's so true. It's probably like the truest one. But I love people. I love everybody. Like I don't even know how to say it for it to make sense, but it's like the admiration and the things that I see in people. I okay, there's I think because I've got to know so many people and seen so many people in so many different capacities, from like politicians to sex workers to gangsters, rappers to church leaders, like you name it, I've met someone on that path. So I've got to see there's like a baseline, or there's like a line that runs through all people, that you can connect to and establish a relationship or connection with, right? And people are so fascinating. And here's the thing, our potential as people and the choices that we make, our capacity is what I believe in more than anything, right? I fucking believe in you. I believe in everybody. I think people get in circumstances, situations that we judge them on, but if we were in the same fucking situation, you'd do the same shit, right? So I think people are a huge spectrum of things. I don't think anybody's good or bad per se, you know? And I love talking to people. Like the other night, I was having dinner with, quite a conservative family, but we had a great dinner. I loved it. I loved speaking to them about it. They were saying some things that were difficult, some things that I challenged them on, but we were having a conversation as people, you know? And that's like my favorite thing, to speak to people from different walks of life and with opposing perspectives. And we might not have the same views, even the same values. Wait, let me clarify. I say I love everybody. I love everybody. Some motherfuckers I don't like, and I actively avoid them. There's a difference. I still love them, and I'm rooting for them, but I don't fuck with them. I ain't trying to hang out with them. You know what I mean? Again, like, I have no qualms not hanging out with nobody. I don't have to pretend to like anybody in my book, right? I'd rather we just don't fucking talk, right? But I love everybody. I feel so much love, and I don't know how to express it. I feel like on social media, I can't put a caption about it or tweet about it or nothing, but like, for real, like, the amount of admiration that I have for people, again, growing up, like, because I got exposed to so many people, I really got to see patterns, and I got to see a broad spectrum of humanity, I guess, and personalities. And as an education, I can figure somebody out real quick. Like, honestly, I notice so much in a person, right? I meet somebody, and in like a minute, in like 10 seconds, I can really look at somebody and see a lot of things that what they're insecure about. That's one of the main things that I pick up. And all the things that they try to hide, I can see a lot of that. But mostly, I can see into people's hearts. And that sounds fucking corny, I know. But it's true. Like, I can meet you and I can see your heart. Right? And I've never said this, because how do you say this? But like, that's why I love people. That's why I believe in us. Because I see through all of the shit, because I think I've been exposed to so many people, or maybe I think we all have extrasensory perception that we either practice or we don't, and each of us have a unique, extrasensory sense, and I think that's one of mine. And like, growing up, it was difficult because it's like, I don't want to know all this information about somebody, so I cut it down, and I kind of try to numb myself to it. But it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to see people and see the best in people. Like, I always fucking see the best in people, and I'm always looking for the best in people, because that's what I believe in. I believe in the best of us, I'm not the one to talk about all of our failures and our problems and our issues, right? Like, I'd much rather we empower the best of us. You know what I mean? Is that weird? Like, it sounds naive and weird, but I love people. I look at all of us, and like, we're all sharing a human experience. And that, I guess that's where my empathy is, and that's where I give people a lot of scope, and that's where I'm trying to encourage people, because we do. We're all just here sharing a human experience, man. Take away our color, take away our race, take away all of these things that society puts on us and manufactures for us. And we're all just sharing a human experience. And trust me, it's a beautiful thing. So these are some things that like are hard to put into songs. But I'm happy to share with you, and it feels good putting it down, you know. I struggle to put it into songs, but I think this is the best way. This is the best way. So thank you for sharing this very raw, vulnerable moment with me. Please don't judge me. Taking big leaps this year, and please share any reflections you have on what I've shared today. You know, if you have similar experiences, if you have similar challenges, if you relate in any way, like I really want to know who's out there that feels these things or has gone through these things, you know. Let's connect.